Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. What it do? What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, ooh, ooh, what it do. Do what it do, what it do, ooh, 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 ooh. Had to bring the baby on today. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. We in here, we in here. All right, so look. Y'all know we can't roll into this download. Hold on. We not rolling into this download without setting energy right. All right, we back for another evening class. Real Sunday school right here. You hear me? This is real Sunday school, y'all. No more than other Sunday school we had to deal with. This is real Sunday school, you feel me? Facts. Peace, reflex, Rochelle Thomas, what it do? Real Sunday school, y'all. All right? So, you know we finna get into this lecture about the true color, the Anunnaki gods and goddesses, or Anunnaki. Because I get tired of hearing all that bullshit that they lying us about on here. You feel me? I try to refrain from doing these type of lives, but it gotta be what it gotta be. Because I'm tired of the lies. You hear me? I'm tired of the Mother God commercials and shit. I'm tired of people saying the Anunnaki are the devils and bad people. All these lies. So today we gonna dive into it. We're gonna dive into what Anunnaki really mean. You know, what it means to be Anunnaki. And if you're not one of the Anunnaki, which would be all us so-called Black and Latino people, don't get mad at us. Because you lack the supreme genetics. You get what I'm saying? Just be grateful for the genetics you do have. And if you're one of those gods and goddesses that was born with these genetics, but you denounced them within yourself by saying that you are not descended from the supreme royalty of which these elites call Anunnaki, because we got a cosmic name and there's not no words for that name. So the best word for us is gods and goddesses, or Anunnaki, or Atlanteans. Okay? Angels, angelic beings, that's all us. It's all us. Even the demons is us. Okay? We're going to talk about all that though. But before we get into all that, we have to set the frequency right. All right? So y'all know how we going to set this frequency. All right? Let's get right into it.
Winnie, Winnie, me bear my answer. Afifi, jeje, efufu, leje, yawa, oya, ashe, iba, oya, ashalaya. Winnie, Winnie, me bear my answer. Afifi, sheshe, efufu, leshe, yawa, oya, ashe, iba, oya, ajalaya. Winnie, Winnie, me bear my answer. Afifi, jeje, efufu, leje, yawa, oya, ashe, iba, oya.
Welcome to class. Welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence for the enlightened beings, enlightened souls, and spirits only. We don't dumb it down for the dummies in here or the crash dummies. Told you when I come in here, I'm like Professor X. Y'all the mutants. You hear me? Y'all the X-Men. I'm Professor X. I'm just matter of fact, hell no. Fuck Professor X. You get what I'm saying? Because he was a hoe. You feel me? I'm Magneto. Y'all the X-Men. I'm letting y'all know that Xavier is not who y'all need to follow. You feel me? Because Xavier wants y'all to kiss that. Remember X-Men? Remember X-Men, like Xavier wanted the mutants to be human. Remember that? I mean, that's what X-Men about. He want to form a treaty with the humans. Not realizing them niggas gonna forever be mutants. You know what I'm saying? Go watch it. I was watching X-Men 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy, the other day. And in X-Men 2 at the end, when they popped up in the president's office, you know, after they just popped up. You know what I'm saying? Like the president was on TV, he was finna go on TV and tell everybody to kill the mutants. And then they froze up. You know, niggas was perfectly still like that. And then the president was looking around. He was like, what the fuck going on? And he looked back around. The whole room was full of their ass. You feel me? Go watch it. Softest shit ever said out of a real nigga mouth. Xavier sitting there. I didn't know. I ain't watched it in a minute. I watched it the other day. Bitch ass nigga. Xavier. Professor X. I used to like him till I found out what he represent though. He represent those Jesse Jacksons. The Jesse Jacksons of us that want a world peace with the enemy, nigga. You know, he talking to the president. The president check his ass like, I don't respond lightly to threats. All this power the mutants got. Here go Professor X. Well, no, sir, Mr. President. We're not your enemy. And we know that you don't respond lightly to threats. We just want the world to know that the mutants are not bad. We'll be watching. And then they left. And then everybody unfroze. After they gave him some documents. Right when the president told Professor X, you know I don't respond lightly to threats, he's supposed to get ended him. Remember, the mutants got all the power to do that. He didn't, though. So I'm not Professor X. I prefer to be Magneto. Fuck them humans. You get what I'm saying? And when I say the humans, I don't mean all humans, because, you know, I'm not racist. I don't support racism in here, sexism, none of that. I'm talking about the human elite, the 13 families. The ones that own all this shit that we get on and watch each other on. Fuck them. You feel me? Fuck them, they laws, they rules, they policies, and everything they stand for. Fuck all they dead presidents. Fuck all they dead dogs. Their kids they lost. Over all that shit. Fuck them. All around the board, nigga. Facts. Fuck all of they Confederate leaders, nigga. So fuck every president on them dollar bills, too. George Washington. Franklin, Benjamin Franklin, whatever the fuck the nigga name was. Fuck all of them. Abraham Lincoln, nigga. Fuck all the forefathers. Fuck every nigga that sat down and wrote the Declaration of Independence, too. Because they didn't write the shit. The Moors wrote it for them, but they pretend like they wrote it. So fuck every human being that was on that picture that they show us of the Declaration of Independence that took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1776. Thank you for those racist white people just now joining who think a nigga don't know nothing about y'all lives. I got dates. All the dates that you lied about, I know them. So once again, fuck everybody that sat down at that conference that they called the Declaration of Independence that was written, at least by us, but you know, them niggas like Drake. No, the elites like Drake, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we done wrote everything, but they got y'all thinking they wrote the shit. You know? That's how Drake is. You know, niggas be writing for all these niggas. singers and everything. You know what I'm saying? And you think they all write they shit. It ain't just Drake. He ain't the only nigga that wasn't writing this shit. A lot of these niggas don't write this shit. Feel me? Give fuck how many hits came out. Let's not forget, Drake ain't right. Okay? Now, we can like the song. He performed it good. We can give him performance credits. But the people that wrote the song, y'all did y'all thing. Let's not forget that. But that's how the elites is. And that don't feel good, do it. You know, Drake is responsible for like 10 whole years of music. So they don't even sit right, do it. Like, Drake ain't write nothing. Right, it don't even feel right. But Santa Claus ain't feel right neither, did it? Santa Claus ain't real. What you mean don't celebrate Thanksgiving? It's coming up in 2 weeks. What you mean Mary wasn't no virgin? Don't none of that sit good with your soul when you've based your reality around it. I know. I understand you deeply. Reflexiations, yes I do. But that's why I say, I'm like Magneto. When we come here to gather, y'all the X-Men. Remove Professor X, but keep all the X-Men. And I'm Magneto. Give Magneto Professor X position that he had over the X-Men. And Professor X send his ass somewhere else. We don't even need him. We got Jean Grey. All Professor X could do is tap in the niggas' minds. We got Jean Grey for that. We don't need him. Feel me? Because Jean Grey was the gangster. She wasn't trying to talk about shit. What was Professor X trying to do? He trying to hold her back. Y'all know that. Okay? So, before we dive into this lecture, I got some disclaimers. If you don't like profanity, meaning bitch, shit, hoe, damn, pussy, motherfucker, ass crack, exit the university now. Okay? If you got kids, you don't want your kids to hear this type of what you call vulgar language. I call it throat chakra energy. I like to call it throat chakra activation. You call it vulgarity. Okay? Is that American enough for you? Vulgarity. If you don't like any vulgar content, you know, you might want to exit the motherfucking university now. Okay? That's the fact. If you gay and you trying to make the whole world gay, we don't support that in here. Exit the university now. We ain't got no problem with you being gay. Just don't try to force it on everybody else. So we talk about that type of shit in here. Get what I'm saying? If that make you feel like we got something against the gay community, leave now. If you not gay and you got an issue with gay people, we don't have an issue with gay people in here. We welcome all. See what I'm saying? Exit the university now. Okay? We're not against the gays. If you're black and you don't like white people, some white people in the university, exit the motherfucker now. Okay? If you're white and you have a problem with the fact that you have the recessive gene, meaning you were spliced with 4 animals, right? And we talk about that in here, you might want to exit the motherfucking university now. We're not going to boost your genetics up just to make you think we're not racist, because we're not. But we're not going to distort history any more than it's already been distorted for you. All right? Y'all already got everything. Enjoy the American history. And here, this is cosmic history, nigga. This is the only place we got where we can get our own shit. Because outside of here, y'all faces on everything. Okay? So don't come in here trying to take our history from us. You will never be gods. And that's okay. You're human beings. Accept it. There's no love like self-love. Okay? All right, what else we need to address before we get rolling this evening? I think that's all the disclaimers. All right, for today. Other than that, we walking into class, we channeling the energy of Obatala. Why did Obatala want to come on? He deals with wisdom, temperance, very cool, calm, collective, but he deals with truthfulness, purity. Okay? That's all I can tell you. Because I go about what they tell me to do. So I wasn't going to bring none of them on, but then Obatala was like, nah, But I'm like, man, you just got your bees though. You know what I'm saying? You over there sitting clean over there all white. He like, I know, but I need to come on here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let them feel my energy. I'm like, okay, cool. So we ain't gonna ask no questions. You feel me? We just gonna go with the flow. I don't ask no questions. I don't question them. I don't question them. You feel me? And I just want to say before we dive into it, it's imperative that we open up this lecture with the right spiritual energy. So first, let me start by saying, once again, peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Proper enlightenment always creates elevation as well. So we have a lot of elders in here, 65 and older, that's sitting here every Sunday faithfully. They catch the lectures. They even made Instagram pages. They in here. They on the website. Join the website, www.theuci.online, THEUCI.online. Why? Because it's black owned. That's why. We really getting tired of YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and Telegram and Zoom. We need our own shit. You feel me? Everybody with carbon in their skin to start their own websites, nigga. I'm just gonna be real. Why we got a web? Why we have a World Wide Web? Because we know that'll be crashing too. When it goes down, or when it all falls down. I'm telling you, oh, it all falls down. You hear me? To my peers, those in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, welcome to class, baby. How y'all feeling? How y'all vibing out there, big baby? Big baby! How y'all feeling out there to the peers? I'm glad y'all in here for Sunday school. See, to my peers, we all in the same category, nigga. Y'all remember we had to go to Sunday school as kids. Remember that? Nigga, y'all remember Sunday school. Nigga, yes, y'all do. Niggas had to go, get up early. Face be shining just like this, too. Suit on. Dress on. You know. Get up. Nigga, we used to go to church. You know, I come out of a Christian household. That's why when people be jumping in here, they don't know nothing about divine insight. They be, he must be Satan. He's against. Listen, I came out of a Christian household. And my mother was in the Islamic religion. I keep telling you, I got both. You can't tell me shit about Farrakhan, nigga, or you can't tell me shit about Jesus. I shook Farrakhan hand every Sunday at the malls in Chicago, South Side. Feel me? We bought bean pies, nigga, and they was good. You hear me? We bought those bean pies, and they were damn good. A nigga tell you bean pies ain't good, he lying. Facts. Them bitches used to be busting. You hear me? And I also went to church, Union Baptist, Cabrini Green Projects, on Division, Reverend Alexander, same Reverend that was in Cooley High. That's where I was baptized at 8. Or baptized at. See? That's where I was baptized at. I don't even know why they call it baptized. We gonna rename it right now. Baptized. Okay? That's where I was baptized at. Alright? I'm just shouting out the church that did it. That did the evil deed. To take me under the water, to bring me back up, and ain't shit changed. Dipped the fuck out of me too. I thought I was gonna drown. You hear me? Nigga dipped you up, dipped you back. I'm not even gonna dive into that. But yeah. So, you know, for the critics in the comments, for the CICs, critics in the comments, the CICs out there. Because I know they pay you niggas damn good to come in here and criticize some shit. Niggas be in every lecture. Niggas swear that for y'all not to be in the university, motherfuckers show be in every lecture, don't they? Look, before I went into this, before I came into class, you know, I could see y'all in the chat, right? Niggas in the chat talking shit, but nigga, you in the chat, though. Nigga, the live lecture hadn't even started. It was already 3 dislikes. I'm like, nigga, how you sub to the you gotta be sub to the channel, because they unsubbing niggas, and you didn't dislike the video before it started, so nigga, you gotta be subbed. How you sub to the channel and you disliking some shit? CICs. That hot sauce 19 didn't hit. Niggas then found them a side job. Cause I know the RJAs, listen, they got a whole Rashad Jamal agency. You hear me? I'm talking about they hiring big time too. They hiring by the thousands. You hear me? I'm just being honest with y'all. They attacking us heavy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change nothing. The message is out there. Like, it don't matter what the fuck y'all do, man. The message already out there now. I could care less what happened from this point on. You see, the message is out there. So anything that happened from this point on is gonna only certify the message. Checkmate. That's what you call checkmate. Ain't nothing y'all can do to stop it, nigga. It's already out there, nigga. All y'all can do is just make people understand it deeper. Fucking with the channel or fucking with me or my family, that's all you can do. The message is out there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the job is almost done. You know? So I don't care about the RJAs, the CICs that are trying to graduate to RJAs. Because, you know, they got levels. It's the CICs, critics in the comments. And then if you do that good enough, you put in enough, you get enough good lectures in of trolling as a CIC, then you just might make it to RJA, Rashad Jamal Agency. You know, and they pay good there. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Niggas got mouths to feed back home. By any means necessary. I don't knock you. CICs, do y'all job. RJAs, do y'all job. I'm gonna do my job. Okay? Thank you. Respectfully. Now, to the Blue Crystal babies, you know I ain't forget about y'all. If you think I was gonna dive off into the lecture without addressing y'all, come on now. I feel y'all out there running. Damn, God normally shut us out. He ain't saying nothing today. What he on, man? You know? We don't know if it's the locks being up or what. Like, nah, like, y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? The Blue Crystal babies, y'all already know how I feel about y'all. Like, y'all my babies. Y'all my little brothers, my little sisters, my daughters, and my sons. You feel me? That's how I look at y'all. I'm riding hard for y'all. You feel me? I ain't let nobody play with y'all name, y'all decade, and say what y'all don't know or what y'all need to do better. I completely understand y'all. So I'm just helping to channel the frequency. I'm y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in tune with my inner child. You feel me? That's just real out there. You feel me? Like, I ain't here to judge y'all. And I know some of y'all ain't got no moms and dads in y'all life. So getting on here, I be like pops or like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's some of y'all. So that's love. We family. We cosmic family. Oh yeah. And for those individuals trying to call this a cult, this ain't no cult, man. You feel me? I think y'all just, you know, one of the guys who brought it to my attention earlier, you know, and I did see that before too. And you know, don't be jealous of the love we have for each other in here. You know, it's a positive platform. We don't care if you white, black, like I say, white, black, tall, short, skinny, fat, big titties, flat chest, big booty, no ass. You get what I'm saying? Big bank account, no bank account. 3 jobs, no job. Sell drugs, you flip cheeseburgers. Give a fuck about none of that. That's the matrix you. And here we recognize the real you, your soul, your spirit. And we intertwine on that frequency in here. You know what I'm saying? So to say we are a cult just because we got, first off, we scattered all over the motherfucking world, all over the planet. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in here not doing what the fuck Rashad Jamal say do. Because if that's the case, if everybody did what I said do, truthfully, nigga, we'd be going to war right now, nigga. We'd be running every police station, nigga. Nigga, we'd be, nigga, running up in all these rich white motherfuckers' cribs, nigga, just slaughtering their ass. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Everybody don't want to do that. So you can't say this. Feel me? You know, I'm just being real. I'm just teaching. I don't want no more money system. I don't want to have to pay for shit. But guess what? Everybody ain't doing what I'm saying do. I'm like on Shaka Zulu time with it. Like, look, let's just go. We know what we need to do. Let's just send this bitch up. You feel me? Ain't no need to wait. Ain't no need to hope. Ain't no need to think. Let's just act. We know what needs to be done, nigga. How many more generations must we sit back to see what needs to be? We know. Now, do we got the courage? People ain't out here doing that. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't a cult, man. I wish y'all listen to me like a damn cult. Nigga, we'd be at war right now. Nigga, to be up for real. You feel me? On the real, because I know that that's what they on with us. That's what they on with us slowly, though. Killing us slowly. You know what I'm saying? Killing us slowly. You know, I don't like that. I know it's war. Silent war. Exactly what it is. Television, internet, the pharmaceutical companies, people that control the work in the FDA, the people that's the farmers, the way the crops get grown, the way they treat nature, the chemtrails they spread in the sky, the Margellans they put in the sky, the light magic they was using. You feel me? It's all around us. You can't run from this matrix, man. You can't run from the light code lockdown. It's everywhere. Even the way the door design, nigga. Smoke detectors, nigga. There ain't no goddamn smoke detectors, nigga. They watching you. They listening, man. Everything in your house is a device for them to listen to you through. Everything. Refrigerator, phones, laptops, smoke detectors. You know? Light bulbs. Spoons. Oh, yeah, it get deep. It get deep. They watch you, listen to you all day, every day. So this ain't a cult. We're not a group of rambunctious individuals. We are not a group of radicals. This isn't the blind leading the blind. I feel one way, but everybody here don't feel how I feel, even though we on the same frequency. We a family. So we gotta move as a family. I could want to move this way, but if the whole family don't want to move that way, then I can't say fuck the family. I'm gonna move with the frequency of the family. For the minority will always be subordinate to the majority. There's other people in here that got their own feelings that we might not all be with. So we are not a cult. We are a family of, we are a group. We are a cosmic family of enlightened spirits and souls and thinkers, scientists. You hear me? The original inventors. That's what we are. The original scientists, the original supreme mathematicians. You see, that's what we are in here. Anunnaki, gods and goddesses, high vibrational human beings. Black sheeps, they called us. Conspiracy theorists, they called us. You can call us many things, but they be scared to say we gods, though. You know? No. They don't call you by your species name. Even the human beings never got called by their species name. They called the American citizens and Britons, Italians, Europeans. Let's call each other by our species name. We gods and goddesses. Anunnaki gods and goddesses to be exact. Which leads us to today's lesson about the true colors of us. The true reason they called us colored folk. Nine ethers. 9 ether beings. Why do they call us that? What is an ether? The ether is everything that pervades you. It's the force, as they called it in Star Wars. Remember they said, may the force be with you? The ether is the force. It's all this energy, untapped energy. It's all around you at all times. It's the force. The cosmic force. The ethers. That's what you're breathing in. Ether. You're pulling the ethers in when you breathe. The Indians called it prana. For those of you who watch Ralph Smarter, he said, just breathing that good ass prana, baby. Right? Shout out to Infinite Waters. I'm not dissing them. I don't do that. I have nobody with carbon in their skin will ever be my enemy. But the Indians, in the Indian culture, when I say Indian, I don't mean us. I mean the actual Indians. You get what I'm saying? The Dravidians, they called it prana, but that's ether. It's all around you. It's in you, it's on you, it's around you. It's above you, it's below you. That's the ether. That's the ethers. And we have been fooled into believing that what we inhale is oxygen. The oxygen is what rusted out your colors. Anunnaki. Who are the Anunnaki? The Anunnaki are all your present day, what they call Black and Latino people all over the planet. Those are your present day Anunnaki. Walking all amongst you. However, these Anunnaki, or Anunnaki, as the Greeks called us, had different colors. We had organic colors. Not the colors you see on us today. We wasn't these copper complexions like we are today. We wasn't the copper complexions. And I want you to let that sit on your soul for a second. This is a copper complexion. But this is after your avatar, which is another word for body, your vessel that your soul chose to use as a vehicle while in this realm. This is after it has been exposed. The carbon, the neuromelanin has been exposed to oxygen. So let's go through the science behind it, okay? So the Anunnaki would be the first race, first specimens to ever come into existence in what we now call this multiverse. The Anunnaki. It's a lot of fairy tales running around now about the Anunnaki because they see that we are remembering who we are. So they want to make the Anunnaki look like the bad guys. Just like they made Killmonger look like the bad guy in Black Panther. When he wasn't. Killmonger wasn't the bad guy, but that's how they made him look. Because he was willing to stand up against T'Challa, who was soft. Magneto wasn't the bad guy in X-Men or Apocalypse. But that's how they made them look, because they were willing to fight against the true oppressors in those movies. The Decepticons wasn't the bad guys in Transformers. No, they wasn't. The Autobots were. Because the Autobots wanted to protect the human beings, who were the ops who had took the whole planet from them. Meanwhile, the Decepticons, Megatron and them, was trying to kill them. They knew they was the ops. But in Transformers, Autobots get out of glory. Thanos wasn't the bad guy. The Avengers were. But they made Thanos look like the bad guy. He was just trying to bring balance to everything. And he knew that that would cause for a great reset. So right now, it's a lot of CICs, all right? And not just this live, all these lives, right? And you see these Mother Gods commercials and information coming out about the Anunnaki. And it's all lies. They can't tell you shit about the astral realms. And they want to put a white face on them too. Whitewashing it again. You have to understand that we were complete darkness. Pure darkness. When you close your eyes now, you're in the center of the multiverse. Just closing your eyes. Jet black. Completely dark. This dark matter energy is called antimatter by scientists today. And it's considered a luxury amongst NASA scientists. Antimatter, antimatter. But this is dark matter energy. And as it lowered in frequency, because we come from high up, astral realms, where it vibrates faster, we had to lower our vibration to come down to a solid, to appear in the solid. So when we manifest in this solid realm, remember the 4 phases of matter: solids, liquids, gases, plasma energy. Each one vibrates a little faster than the other. With the solids, anything that appears solid vibrates very slow. Anything appearing solid vibrates very slow. The liquid realms vibrate a little faster than the solid realms. The gas realm vibrates a little faster than the liquid realms, and the plasma energy realm vibrates a lot faster than the gas realms, and up and up and up and up and up. So as you're descending from the astral realms down into this realm, solid, density, as they like to call it, into this world, this realm of density, that dark matter energy turns to neuromelanin as you lower and lower. And then that neuromelanin, which what in the plasma realms is neuromelanin, it's called neuromelanin. Neuromelanin in the plasma realms. But by the time you descend to this physical realm, which in your solid vessel, this neuromelanin then turns into carbon. Now, in this matrix of what we call the solid realm, what is carbon? Carbon is the basis from which all life is formed. So that's first. Understand that carbon, neuromelanin, and dark matter energy are all the same thing. They just at different vibrations. Carbon gonna stay carbon, but as you rise in frequency, once you get through liquid, gas realm, and plasma realm, it's neuromelanin, which means it's in a stronger state than when it's in a carbon state. And in that neuromelanin state, as you continue to rise up in frequency, it'll eventually go to a dark matter energy state. So the dark matter energy is you. This is why they fear you. This is why anybody with carbon, neuromelanin, dark matter energy is a weapon to them. You are feared. But you are in a lower state here in the solid realm. So all the power of the dark matter energy still is in you. But you have to go through extra steps in the solid realm to access it, to activate it. You have to activate. Just like when you get a phone. You get the phone, but you got to activate it, right? You got the dark matter energy and the neuromelanin, but you have to activate it. Because you are in density. That's what 3D, 4D, 5D. The D stands for density. As well as dimension. But when we talk in science, think density first. Dimension will lose you. Dimension, you say dimensions, motherfuckers start thinking about the movies and shit. You get what I'm saying? Let's talk science. Density. Density. Just like there's no such thing as gravity. Gravity don't keep you on the ground. Density do. Okay, let me repeat that. There's no such thing as fucking gravity. Let's get it out of here. Let's go now. Let's tell these gods what they really in. Density. That's why they lied to us in school and they taught us about gravity. Because if they taught you it was density, then you'll begin to realize that you control the density. But then you go ask, why can you control the density? And there go all these questions that they have to answer. So we'll just make up this story about this unidentified force that holds you to the ground, and we'll call it gravity. The force of gravity. This is density. But the law of gravity tells you that you can't fly. The law of gravity tells you that you're supposed to stay on the ground. That's why when you say athlete do something, they say he's defying gravity. Well, if an athlete can defy just doing something as small as dunking on the rim in a certain way or running a certain speed, what else can, how many other ways can we defy gravity? Soon you'll realize that all these scientific laws were set in place to limit your thinking, to stop you from activating your carbon, aka neuromelanin, aka dark matter energy. Now, in the beginning, our goddesses created themselves out of pure dark matter energy. So that means darkness is the normal, original color. I don't like to say black. I say it so I don't lose nobody. But black, the way they created the term black was to be used in derogatory terminology. It's derogatory terminology. And our oppressors like to talk over our head, y'all. And get us to down ourselves and talk bad about ourselves while not even recognizing it. To cast curses over ourselves without even recognizing it. He's a trickster, for he learned from the best. For his father was the king of tricks, Satan. You see? See how it all correlates. Now, in the beginning, because we got to talk about the Anunnaki. In the beginning, it was just dark matter energy. There was no planets, no galaxies, no realms, no universes, no paradigms, nothing. 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 Just dark matter energy. You have to see this in your mind eye. Close your eyes. If you want to know how it looks, just close your eyes. And it's going to remind you. What you see when you close your eyes? Darkness. Right. Nothing else. You open them, then you see all these titles. Door, refrigerator, stove, bowl, crystal, candle, water bottle, lighter, brush, laptop, vitamins, remote control. Those are not objects. These are titles. And each title has its own program. And that program is what creates your reality. There were no human beings. So human beings, ain't no need of y'all asking was y'all around. No, y'all wasn't. Y'all wasn't even thought of yet, literally. There were no animals, insects. Fire wasn't even created yet. Why do you think the fire respects us? It's at your command. Who you think created the fire? We did. In the beginning, it was just dark matter energy. There was no fire, no water, no soil, no Mother Kai, or no wind. I'm taking you back to the root. In the beginning, it was just dark matter energy. And we spoke of this before, so let's refresh in your memory. What is dark matter energy composed of? Let's go deeper. Dark matter energy is composed of divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy. This is science. This is esoteric science, metaphysics. We're talking right now. Something they'll never teach you in school. The divine feminine energy job is to create. The divine masculine energy job is to enforce the laws of creation. So divine feminine energy really creates. The divine masculine energy enforces. That's what makes it dark. That's the aggression of the divine masculine energy that makes it the energy even dark, which is why we say dark matter energy. That blackness, you want to call it. That's a form of providing and protecting. Why do you think any crystals that are protection crystals are all what? Black. That's divine masculine energy. Because the role of divine masculine energy is to provide and protect. So dark matter energy is composed of divine feminine energy, divine masculine energy. Now, this energy went to create, meaning it tapped into the divine feminine energy and went to create within itself. Remember this, parthenogenesis. That's what they call it in science. The ability for a species to reproduce without a male counterpart. I think we keep forgetting that. That's what took place. In the beginning, you had the Council of Nine. 9 goddesses were formed out of this dark matter energy. This is our supreme council of Anunnaki goddesses. It's 9 of them. All right? Remember, ether is the force all around you. So the fact that this dark matter energy originally created 9 goddesses, this is what the force did. This is what the force did, or the ethers did. Dark matter energy and ether. After the dark matter energy came the ether, which is the force, the cosmic force that you tap into when you're being creative. You tap into it when you're working out. You tap into it when you're thinking. You tap into it all day, only when you're scared. When you operate out of fear, you don't tap into it. You work against it. That's the dark matter energy. It was the ether. So this is why in the cosmos, in the astral realms, we don't have time. That's man-made. That's a spell that was handed to the human being race from the Arcturian race, which is an extraterrestrial race. And the Arcturians, they never liked the Anunnaki. They didn't like us, even though we created them. We created everything. But we gave everything free will. So after we created it, it had the free will to be. Do as thy will. Do as thy will. You have a human being named Alex or Crowley, whatever you want to call himself, but he stole that from us. But they'll show you him like this with a hat on right now. Do as thy will was his saying. No, he got that from us. Because he got it from Plato. And Plato was Greek, who got it from us. So because it was originally 9 goddesses created out of this first meshing of dark matter energy combined with the ether. This is where 9 ether come from. And the ether represents the force. 9 being completion, because after the force combined with the dark matter energy, it created 9, what we now call Anunnaki goddesses. This is what makes 9 the highest number, because numbers wasn't even created yet. There was no metric system, no numeric system, no supreme mathematics, anything yet. Everything was built after that. So these 9 goddesses, they begin to create more goddesses. Keyword, goddesses. No gods. We wasn't still created yet. They made 99 souls to be exact. So these were the first 99 goddesses ever created. Very powerful, intelligent souls. After they got to 99, then, once again, they said, it would be nice if we can multiply ourselves, create a scientific system to keep recreating ourselves over and over again. This is where the initial idea of cloning came from, or what they call eugenics today. We were replicating ourselves, but we were cloning ourselves naturally. No science labs. Just dark matter energy, ether, and intent. So once we got to the 99th soul, the goddesses began to create the first 23 gods. And these 23 gods are known as the original 23 scientists. This is the true history of the Anunnaki. Can't nobody white tell me shit about no Anunnaki. I ain't listening. And I'm not listening to nobody with carbon in their skin who saying that the Anunnaki is evil and shit like that. You got that from some white text. You went and read the Sumerian tablets. You went and read the Holy Scrolls. All that shit was tampered with by human beings. Niggas out here reading the Holy Tablets and think they know something. When you go in here, that's when you know something. I read the Holy Tablets, so no, the Anunnaki gotta be. Well, fuck them Holy Tablets, nigga. I don't want to hear shit about, well, you know, they said this an ancient command. You lying. No, they didn't say that an ancient command. When you start using the word holy itself, you're dealing into light magic. You're dealing into light magic. When you even start using the word holy, you're dealing into light magic. You're dealing into light magic. These 99 souls were the first goddesses created. So now we had a species of all Anunnaki goddesses. And guess what our color is in the astral realms? We pitch black. We so black, we so dark in our real astral form that we are luminous. We illuminate colors of violet, blue, green in our astral forms. We look just like that. But a whole lot darker and a whole lot more luminous. This is why the sun is black. It looks like it's not, but it is. the chromosphere around the sun is so goddamn bright that it make you think the sun is not black, if you want to use that term. Sun is pure dark matter energy and photon energy. In ether. That's why you can speak something to the sun and it'll manifest even quicker. Try it. The sun is technology. Keep that in your mind, because we talk about primary, we're finna get the primary colors. The first gods of us that were created, masculine entities, it was 23. You know why? Because think of the numeral 23. So you have a 2 and a 3. So imagine if 3 went into itself twice. If 3 go into itself once, you get 6. In their numerals, 3 and 3 is 6. That's once. If it go in itself twice, you're going to get 9. We're talking supreme mathematics, not the way they taught you how to count in their program centers called elementary schools and daycare. They didn't teach you how to think in school. They taught you how to obey. They didn't teach you how to think in school. They taught us how to obey. It's a difference. Even the word curriculum itself anciently meant a form, it's like a class of hypnosis. In magic, if you have a curriculum, that's like a potion. I have the curriculum for this spell. It's like a potion, a form of hypnosis. So in school, they give all the teachers preconditioned curriculums. They got a bus in school, they got a bus at the jails. They got a lunchroom in school with trays with little dinner cakes on them. They got lunchrooms with trays in jail. Jail, they jail the physical body and your etheric body to harness the energy through the metal bars. That's why they call them 6x9 cells. Because they were created by 6 ether beings for the 9 ether beings. 6x9 cells. With steel bars. And they make the inmates and detainees sleep on steel. You see? And then the person that runs the jail is called a warden, which is short for warlock, which is another name for a wizard. And in school, they call them principals or principalities presiding over this school. It's all light magic. Truth hurts, but hey, it'll feel good later. So, after these 99 goddesses were created, they created the first 23 scientists. This is all your gods, your first 23. And the very first god that was created goes by the name of Zeus. Down here, you call him Satan. He was the 100th soul ever created. And of course, we don't have a numeral system in the astrally. So I'm using numbers to just so I don't lose you here. But he was the 100th soul. So he was the first God created. This is why in the Bible they said that Satan was God's prettiest and one of his most powerful angels. And if you go study and do some research, you will see that the Greeks called us angels, angelic beings, angels. Angels. Ang meaning majestic, not having a beginning. Why do you think in the movie Avatar, what was the little boy name that played the Avatar? His name was Aang. And when you break down the word angels, you get angels. El meaning Elohim. Elohim meaning to be a luminous. Luminous beings. So an angel, now they didn't gel the word together, is nothing but a luminous being with no beginning of or no end. For he predates time. He or she predates time. This is the true meaning of angel. We are the angelic beings. So when you talking about, because we've had a lot of names. Hell, they even called us Lemurians. And they got you believing that Lemuria was a place and time before Atlantis, when it was not. The Lemurians are the Atlanteans who were distanced off from us due to these ice walls that are on the other side of Antarctica. And instead of calling them Atlanteans, they renamed them Lemurians. And then called us Atlanteans. And then took us from Atlanteans to tribes. So from Atlanteans, we became Ashanti, Zulus, Cherokee, Choctaw, Navajo, Inca. And from there, from those tribes, we went from there to Black people, African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans. So the very first soul that was created for the males, for the gods, was Satan. He was the very first one. That's why they bestowed him with so much power. They call him Yakub as well, the big head scientist, because he was so intelligent of all of the original 23 scientists to the point that they made him the head of the original 23 scientists. Me personally, I'm also one of the original 23 scientists, for I'm the 119th soul that was ever created from source. This is why many of you are magnetized to my live lectures, because of my soul. And the soul knows all truths. My physical can say anything, but your soul feels my soul. You recognize my soul from the astral realms, from before you even came in this vessel. So you gravitate to what's being said because it's the same soul in a different vessel. I am the 119th soul ever created. Out of the original 23 scientists, I was the 19th one created. This is why my landing date, like I keep telling you, 11/22/86. 11 plus 22 plus 86 equals 119. So you have to understand, at source, each soul was, if you want to use the term, numbered. All of our souls have been numbered. Somebody right here is the 118th soul. One of you goddesses is the 20th soul. One of you got, fact, just like that. But you have to go within yourself to find out, to remember who you are, because they erased your memories at the hospital when you came out your mother's vagina. That's what the drawing of the blood is all about. That's what giving us shots every year as kids was all about. That's what putting fluoride in the water, poison in the food is all about. Meanwhile, they reading your blood. What's in your blood? Magnesium. Where does magnesium come from? Because the soul is an actual magnetic source. The solar plexus, the soul chakra. The soul sits in the solar plexus. It itself is a sun, and it's a magnetic source. But it's a higher form of magnet. It's a cosmic magnet, an etheric magnet. And it gives off debris. And the debris from the soul leaves traces in your blood that they call magnesium. This is where the magnesium and the iron in your blood comes from, your soul. You have green veins because you are full of gamma radiation. Look at your veins right now. Everybody with carbon in their skin watching alive, look at your veins. I didn't come to talk opinion, nigga. I came to state science. Now, all the human beings watching, look at your veins. What color are they? They blue, aren't they? Yes, they are. They blue. Two completely different species. Your veins are blue because that comes from genetic splicing. You are single-celled organisms. You are not immortal. We are. However, blue is a primary color. So is green. The only primary color that's not a primary color is red. They lied. We'll get to that though. But we have veins full of gamma radiation. Gamma radiation, when it comes in contact with any form of radiation, is enhanced. This is why the Incredible Hulk got all his power from what? Gamma radiation. All the Avengers are about us. All the X-Men about us. Just do a little research on genetics. These 23 scientists have never left the planet in a way. Only a few of us have. Most of us have been here the whole time, taking on different vessels. Noble Drew Ali is one of the original 23 scientists. You know him as Noble Drew Ali, for that is the vessel that he took on. But I'm telling you who the soul was behind the vessel. No different than Aang in the Avatar. In that life, he was Aang. In the lifetime before that, he was somebody else. But he was the Avatar. That's what the movie The Avatar is about. The Avatar is all about these embodiments that we take on. Us. How he had the ability to master all 4 elements. That's us. The Avatar is about us. But Noble Drew Ali is one of the original 23 scientists that came and dropped messages. Dr. York is one of the original 23 scientists. Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine. These are the names they took on, but I'm telling you who they are astrally. This is why Malcolm X is one of them. This is why when Elijah Muhammad was giving his teachings with the Nation of Islam back in the 60s and the 50s, he spoke of these 23 scientists who never left, who never leave, and they live amongst us because they take on different vessels, lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. This is why every single generation ends up with a leader, or not a leader, but someone to come along and speak the message to the people and unite them. Every generation has had one. Have we not? This is what Marvel's Eternals is all about. These beings been here the whole time and this and that. Now, once the original 23 sciences were created, what we did was we did exactly what the goddesses told us to do. They said, be fruitful and multiply, create. So we created endless multiverses. But the very first multiverse that was created was this one right here. We made our home, Sirius X headquarters, the center of the multiverses. All multiverses circulate around this one. Now, Sirius X is located in the 9th universe. Each multiverse has 9 universes with 3 alternates. In this multiverse, Sirius X is in the 9th universe, 19th galaxy. This planet that you know is Mother Kai is located in the 9th universe, 999th galaxy. This was the last planet created out of all the planets, all the universes, all the galaxies, right here. This is the only planet where you can look into the sky and see their entire multiverse and those close to it, those neighboring multiverses. Creation is infinite. It doesn't end. It goes as far as you can think of. This is what they like to call the imagination. But the imagination is a real thing. This is why when you come here, the imagination is like the vehicle of the cosmos, of the quantum realms. Because your imagination is what you use to create. So this is why when you come here, you be full of imagination. And then they chop your imagination down. Tell you don't do it. You stop. You lose all your gifts as a kid. The moment you lose your imagination, you lose your ability to create. So they have you create a self-prison around you that you created for yourself. Because if you do imagine some shit, you're like, well, I ain't going to believe it. It's just my imagination. You see? But these 23 scientists set out to create the multiverses and all you see in it. This is where your planets come from and your celestial bodies. It was us who made these celestial bodies feminine energies as opposed to masculine energies to keep intact the balance of the feminine energy being first. So every planet is a feminine entity giving birth to 9 other realms within it. After these multiverses were set in place, then we began to fill it with life. Okay? So this is where all your extraterrestrial races come from. Arcturians, Syrians, Pleiadians, Reptilians, Lyrans, Nomos, Nagas, Zeta Grays, Tall Grays, the original elves. This is where all these different beings came from. Your animals, your insects, your elements, your elemental beings. Seeing this planet to be fit for us as a spiritual dojo, a place where we can make the spirit or soul ascend quicker, because that's one of the main purposes for creating this planet, was so that we can grow. All right? When souls come here, they have an advantage that they don't have on other planets. They can grow at 6 times, 3 times the rate. 6 times the rate. It's literally, that's the way we set it up. We designed the Akashic Records, which is a holographic library. We set and balance the polarities, the laws of rhythm, the laws of attraction, the laws of karma, to maintain balance. After we seen that it was fit, we descended down here. So that means we had to take on a physical vessel now. And the first physical vessels we took on when we first came down here, we didn't look like this. We didn't call ourselves Anunnaki or Anunnaki. The Greeks called us that after we created them, after Zeus created them, and then they came to our planet, and we reverse engineered and taught them everything we knew. They began to make scribes and write down everything they saw us doing. The Greeks deemed us the Anunnaki, Anunnaki. Why? Because the planet was called Kai. Which really Kai means chi. Because they reversed all the alphabets and shit. But Kai really means chi. All this intent lies here. It's like one big crystal full of intent and energy. And only we were able, the gods were able to tap into this energy. The Greeks ain't know how we was doing that. So they began to write stories about us. They couldn't understand it. We were still teaching them things. They were just baffled, flabbergasted. And all of these stories they wrote about us became your stories of legend. That's where your myths come from and your mythological creatures come from. They didn't lie in Greek mythology. Everything they said in Greek mythology took place. They just changed the names. Everything they were scribing was really going on. And when we came, we stood 50 to 100 feet tall in this density. We was on the 33rd density. Or dimension, if you want to call it that. And we were violet or red, if you want to say that, blue and green. These are our original colors. Now, we were violet, blue, and green. But if you was to Google, what are your primary colors, they're going to tell you. Red, yellow, and blue. Keep in mind, when we first came here, we were violet, blue, and green. Violet, blue, green. Now, Why would we be those colors? Let me show you something. Come along now. Join me, shall we? Join me at the tablet. All right, let's find out about it. Now, why were we blue, violet, and green? Check something out. Let's look at it. All right. Now check this out. Additive mixing. The additive mixing of colors is not commonly taught to children, as it does not correspond to the mixing of physical substances such as paint, which would correspond to subtractive mixing. Two beams of light that are superimposed mix their colors additively. Now keep this. The additive mixing of colors is not commonly taught to children. Okay, so look, these are not the true primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. All right, they let you know right here in the additive mixing that they don't teach the true primary colors to children. So when they taught us in school that the primary colors was red, yellow, and blue, they really lied to you. Now, check this out. By convention, the real three primary colors in additive mixing are red, green, and blue. I told y'all violet. All right? They said red, but we're going to see where red comes from. Red comes from violet. Another name for violet is magenta. Okay? We're going to get to that in a second. But by convention, the three primary colors in additive mixing are red, green, and blue. In the absence of light of any color, the result is black. If all three primary colors of light are mixed in equal proportions, the result is neutral, gray, or white. Stay with me now. Stay with me, okay? Now, I just told you that when we first came here, we were originally violet, blue, and green. Some of us was red. Some of us was even all colors of like green, yellow. But when you get into mixing of the colors, you will see that magenta mixed with another color makes red. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And that in the absence of light. So if there's no light, that's what I want to focus on. Remember, because I want you to see when we descended into this physical realm of density, why were we blue, green, and violet? Because those three colors together, all the colors is us. Black. With no light, the absence of light of any color is black. Okay? So as we descended down into this density, we begin to take on different colors because we are straight dark matter energy. Okay? So the colors we took on was the first colors. Violet. These are what they call this is where they get the three primary colors from. And they call them primary because prime means first. Let me see. Let's look at it. What is the etymology of the word primary? Late Middle English from Latin, primarius from primus means first. Okay? So they call them primary colors because these colors come from us, the Anunnaki. And we were first. Dark matter energy beings, absent of light. So we were pure darkness. But as we descended down here and we set these suns in motion, light came into play. When light came into play, which photon energy combined with us, all right, you got all these different colors. You only gonna get three though originally: violet, blue, and green. Okay? Now, let's find out why. Okay? So this is out. Okay, so first off, let's do this. Let's do this. So we were blue, green, and violet. Check this out. So first off, I told y'all, let's look it up. Check it out. Okay, y'all. Boom. Let's look at the primary color chart here. Let's take it back to kindergarten. You can see why they lied to us about the colors. Okay, all these colors come from us. All right, this is why we are the rainbow. Okay, we know that rainbows are stargates, but understand that all these colors come from black. That's why they tell you the absence of light. The absence of light. In the absence of light, meaning no light at all, of any color, the result is going to always be black. Okay? Now, let's look at the primary colors that they teach you. Class, they teach you that the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. That's a lie. The primary colors are violet, green, and blue. But and why? Because violet is where we come from. All right? Violet, blue, green, as we descended in density. So the only color on here that they didn't lie about in primary colors was blue. So we need to find out where yellow and red come from then. Why are they saying red and yellow was a primary color if it is not? All this dates back to us. And it's called primary because prime means first. The Anunnaki was first. We were first. All colors come from us. This is why they called us color folk. All right? This is why they even called us color folks, colored people. Okay? When they called us color folks, they literally talking about the essence of where we descend from. All right? Black, violet, blue, green. Hold on. We come from black. We descended to violet. The lower we get in density. Blue. More lower, green. These are the three original colors we were when we came in this density. Don't that kind of sound like the chakra chart? Violet, crown, blue, lighter blue, then green, then yellow, then. Yeah, stay with me. It gets deeper. You're going to see why they lied to you in school about the primary colors and what primary colors really represent. It come from us, Anunnaki gods, being first. Even the fucking robot Optimus Prime was called Optimus Prime. All right? Prime meaning first because he was one of the first robotoids on the planet. You feel me? So check this out. People have no clue how this color wheel of primary colors. They make you go to preschool, right? And they teach you about these primary colors in kindergarten, all right? Because this is a garden where they are lying to you about your kindred, all right? And what you come from, your next of kin, which is us Anunnaki gods, all right? So check this out. Now, we see on the color wheel, that the only color they didn't lie, because listen, when you talk about secondary colors, all these colors mix together from these original three to make secondary colors. And then when you mix these secondary colors, you get these colors. So we gonna only focus on the original three primary colors. Why did they add yellow and red? Why they lie? Why they add yellow and red? Because blue is a primary color, but red and yellow is not. Let's find out. So let's start with yellow. All right. What two colors, hold on. What two colors make yellow? When red and green mix, the result is yellow. All right. So what I said the original colors was violet, blue, and green. So mixing the original green color, which is us, that's a primary color, with red gets you yellow. But hold on, we got to find out where red comes from, right? Because red is not a primary color. So what two colors even make red? If you mix magenta and yellow, you get red. Okay, so what color is magenta? What color is magenta? What color is magenta? Up. Is that not violet? Is that not violet? All right, then. Right. So let's go back. Primary colors. Red, yellow, blue. No, blue. Yellow and red, it should be green and violet. But they don't want to tell you that. They tell you yellow. But if you go look at what two colors make yellow, all right, what two colors make yellow? Red and green. Red and green makes yellow. Okay? So green is an actual primary color, but red is not. So we see how they got to yellow. which yellow would be not a primary color because that comes after mixing red and green. So we needed to find out, we found out about yellow, green. Let's go back to it so y'all can see it. Green and red make yellow, right? So let's drop yellow. That should be green. All right, now we down to red. What two colors make red? Magenta and yellow. Red not a regular color, an original primary color. It's not. So when you mix magenta and yellow, now what is magenta? What color is magenta? That's violet, right? So if you go look at the chakra system, go to chakra system, you're gonna see why these colors truly come from. Now are you seeing where these colors come from? Now is it making sense? All right. Now is it making sense? Daniel son. Who? Now is it making sense? Daniel son. All right. This represents the descension down into the etheric realms, being 9 ether beings, being made of dark matter energy. When you lower in density, it becomes neuromelanin at the plasma state. And when you get to the solid phase of matter, it becomes carbon. Now are you understanding why the chakras are even that color? And they keep dropping? Violet, blue, and green are the primary colors. Yellow, orange, red, all come from mixing those colors. Okay? We are the original colored beings. Okay? They called us Anunnaki. 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 Planet Kai. Planet of the Anunnaki. They had to lie about the color wheel because the color wheel teaches you about the descension we took down into this vessel. Coming from astral being star seeds. Yes, we are star seeds. Yes. We come from where? What they call the stars. And we descended down. Taking on these luminous colors. Luminous beings of luminous greens, luminous blues, luminous violets. And then we would procreate those with the violet complexion mixed with those with the yellow complexion. We got red. So that's how we was able to have some of us walking around that was red. Some of us had all these different colors. Crown chakra for violet. Third eye brow chakra for blue. Heart chakra for green. These are all your primary, your true astral primary colors. Prime being we were the first. This is why those color folks, they called us color folks in the 60s. Niggas thinking they talking about because you got your skin copper and theirs clear. Nigga, no. They talking about they understood what you was at the core, where you come from. Colored folk. Now that we know about the colors, right? Let's find out how we change colors. So how the hell did we change colors? Well, that's where oxygen comes in at. And we don't breathe oxygen. No, we don't. Oxygen is in the, they spray it. When they flying over, that's oxygen they spraying. In chemtrails and Margellans. The Margellans are the nanobots that you breathe in that go inside of you that helps them control you and keep up with you. That's what the Margellans are. All right? The chemtrails is full of the ice crystals, which help make the winter technology when they make their fake clouds. That's what make it get cold and shit. That's how they're able to make it rain sometimes, or they turn it up high enough and they can make it snow. They are spraying Margellans to control you through nanobots, chemtrails to control the weather, and oxygen to control your avatar. The oxygen being sprayed, you're not breathing in oxygen. That's ether. That's the force. They can't fuck with that. However, the oxygen, when they spray it, it lands on us. It lands on us. And it rusts out the carbon, making us appear copper. It rusts us out. All right? And then it seeps into your carbon, and now it gets inside of you. Because remember, the oxygen is on the gas. It's a gas state. So it hits your carbon, affecting the pigmentation of it, but it also affects you on the inside. You begin your bone marrow, which is a hard astral metal, begins to get soft. I mean, a bone is still hard, but it can be broken. But without them motherfuckers spraying oxygen, you pure metal, the strongest form of it. Think of Wolverine, adamantium. But the oxygen weakens it to get it to a bone marrow state. This is also where the wrinkles come from on your skin. You get wrinkles on your skin. As what we like to call, this is how they made you believe time was real, you Anunnaki gods. The oxygen. Because they told you time was real, and then you see motherfuckers aging. No, they not aging because of this fake sense of shit called time. It's the oxygen which makes the body begin to what they call age. This is the true reason the body begins to age, and you can look at somebody 80 and they look different than somebody that's 8. The soul that's 8, avatar hasn't been exposed to oxygen as long as the vessel is 80. It's the oxygen. Remember, your DEA is linked by what? Hydrogen. What is it linked by? Hydrogen. Links. Come with me again. Thank you. Okay? In case we forgot in class. Hydrogen, you see that little, okay, you got the helix, you got the double helix. You really have 3, but on here they're going to show you 2 because they want you to believe you have DNA. We have DEA, so it should be 3. You see 1 and 2. You really got 3. Okay? Those are the DEA double helix strands. But you see this little link right here, look like a little ladder that connect them? Those are hydrogen links. Hydrogen. You see? Hydrogen. They lie and tell you oxygen is in there, nitrogen is in there, and all of that shit. They're lying. Hydrogen and carbon. But that link, the link, that's hydrogen. That's full of water. That's what you was breathing naturally. And when you, that's why it's in your goddamn genetics. Because you breathe hydrogen. And with hydrogen, they remove the copper, and they let the hydrogen, because without the oxygen, it's all hydrogen, right? That you need. That's what's in the sun too. The hydrogen take you back to green, violet, blue, or red. But because they are putting oxygen in the atmosphere to control you because of what you are, just told you, green veins, man. Gamma radiation. The Hulk ain't got shit on you. Now, what stops you from tapping in is not knowing this shit. So you're like, you don't think you can do what the Hulk can do because you like, what? That's some TV shit. But if you know genetics and you study genetics, you just a little research, and then you go sit with yourself and tap in with the ancestors, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. These movies is about you. Hydrogen links. Your hydrogen links the double helixes together. And you really have a triple helix, not a double. We are water-based. You breathe in water. You're surrounded by ether. When you do this, they got you thinking that's oxygen. No, so that way when they spraying shit up there, you don't believe it. That's ether. That's the force. That's why when you pull it in the force, when you working out or anything you do, they gonna tell you breathe. Right, that's the force. Because the force is always flowing. You pull it in, let it out. Pull it in, let it out. That's ether. When you outside, you think you in air and oxygen. No, that's ether. Air is the element. Air and ether is two different things. Okay? This is the true color of the Anunnaki gods and goddesses. And they can't tell you all that, because guess what? They got to go into hydrogen in your double helix and your triple helix and all this stuff. The whole genetic chart has been misconstrued to make you believe you are human. I'm just here to show you that everything I'm telling you about us being gods and goddesses, I can explain this shit to you. I'm giving you the science, man. It's just science. You feel me? We can crack jokes all day, but you can't dispute the science, though. See what I'm saying? We talking science, nigga. So when I say we gods and goddesses, I'm calling you what you are at your core. I'm not just saying it because it sounds good. I'm not just saying it. Motherfucker be chemtrails, Margellans. They don't even know what chemtrails really are and what they do and how they affect you or how they affect the planet or what they are used to do. And the same shit they got in them chemtrails, those light crystals they used to put in the clouds and they turn the 5G towers on to make it rain. They could turn it up higher and make it snow. What you call it, HARP. Them the same motherfucking chemtrails that they put in this ZRV16 that y'all call the hot sauce 19, the jab, that they infused in motherfuckers. Remember, we are rising in frequency. We are going back up in density, y'all. So that means the genetics are unfreezing. They are unlocking. They had froze our genetics. What they want to call it, the X gene. Hey, X-Man. You see? It was lying dormant, or should I say frozen. It's unthawing, it's unlocking. So this is why they was in a rush to lock it back up. Anybody took the hot sauce 19, they locked your shit back up. That's exactly what it's designed to do. That's why they telling you, if you did take it, now you got to get a booster. 2. Because them G's strong than a motherfucker, nigga. Y'all took it, and y'all, some of y'all, listen, y'all took it and your shit still is unthawing. I'm just telling you what the news ain't gonna tell you. What you're becoming. Remember, we came from the stars. We lowered ourselves. We going back up in density. You're unlocking. You are unlocking. And there ain't nothing they can do about it. This is genetics. You are unlocking. You unlocking, man. This what they fear. You are unlocking. Nigga, they ain't scared of you. Nigga, they scared of what's in you. So now, just like your X-Man, they trying to find a cure for you. See? See deeply why they lied to us about the primary colors. Damn, nigga, you lied to us about the colors too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, you lied about everything, nigga. Colors and all. Look, y'all. The 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Lying. Why they can't tell you violet, blue, and green? Why they can't tell you violet, blue, and green? Why they just can't tell you that? Why they can't tell you you're not breathing in oxygen, you're breathing in ether? Why they can't tell you that? Why they got you think you breathing in oxygen and it's normal? Because they got to tell you all this. They got to explain that you really not these colors. Then they got to explain why. Then they got to explain where you came from. And by the time they get to doing all that, you see, you gonna fuck them. You gonna fuck them up. They done took everything from you. It's all magic. It was all magic. So I told you, man, grow y'all antennas back out, man. Your coils. Get your coils back out. If you got coils and you didn't know about it, you need to find out what they really are. Hell, if you got to start over, nigga. Pick out your X-Men suit. Niggas wondering when. Don't wonder when. Be prepared, nigga. Like Scarface said, be prepared. A shiny new era is tiptoeing era. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds boring, but you'll be rewarded at last. It is. Be prepared. Remember he was singing with the hyenas, nigga? Niggas, man, what, nigga, be prepared. Be prepared, nigga. I wonder when, nigga. Be prepared, nigga, because if it happened now, are you ready? You not. You're not. You're not ready for what you are at the core, and you're not ready for what motherfuckers around you going to shift into that took the ZRV-16. Those light crystals. The same shit they put in the chemtrails. Be prepared, man. Whole color wheel based around you. Nigga, they even told you, nigga, you remove all the light, nigga, you ain't gonna get nothing but black. You add light to the darkness, you get all these different color spectrums. What does that tell you about you? Divine beings, luminous beings, 9 ether beings, electrical beings. They scared, nigga. If I was lying, they wouldn't be this scared, nigga. You ain't never seen them forcing nothing on us like they doing this. They trying to lock it up. That ZRV-16 in their mind is the cure to stop the inevitable from happening, y'all. To them, we gotta lock those genetics. They going back into quantum energies. We have to lock the genetics. They're going back into quantum energies. We got to lock the genetics. We're rising back up. You get the rise now? Now we rise. You get it now? I've been saying this shit 2 years publicly. Niggas probably still didn't get what I was talking about. That's what I meant. We're rising back up. It's warm up top. It's cold down here in the solid realm, nigga. The warmer it get, the higher you go, the warmer it get. The faster the vibration, the warmer. Told you it's warm everywhere in the astrals, in the quantum realms. Spiritual realms, you like to call it. Warm, not cold. You're unlocking, man. Remember, green veins, you need to be asking yourself, why the fuck my veins green and the human beings' veins blue? And human beings, you need to be asking yourself, why is our shit blue and they shit green? I'm just telling you what they never taught you in science class. This is a metaphysical institution right here. Made by us, for us. Made by the masses, for the masses. And all the human beings is vibrating high, y'all good. The ones that ain't racist, it ain't, y'all good. We in this war together, nigga, y'all Gucci. 2 times. Before he was a clone. Before they cloned him. We can crack jokes all day. When we get off this live, your news feed is flooded with Hot Sauce 19 information. The CDC is flooded with prepare for a zombie apocalypse information. Thank me later. Babies coming out with green birthmarks all on their ass. You never knew why. Now you know. Those colored folk. Now you know why they call us colored folk. The real reason. I'd rather you call me colored folk than African American. Let him who has eyes see clearly now. As we rise, they can't stop the rise, the planet rise. And they let you know every day about global warming. That's what they trying to call it, global warming. Some motherfucking pole shift going on. We rising. It's unlocking. That's what they tried to hide. That X gene, that DEA, those X chromosomes. They did everything to us. That's what cutting our ether was about. This is the force. It pervades your flesh. That's why the whole reason you grow ether. It's not hair, it's ether. Now, human beings, you have hair. That's fur. We have ether. Electrical. This is antenna. Antenna. Designed for one reason only. To feel frequencies, give them out. Technology. That's what you are. That's what we are. This is why they forcing it. That's why they pushing it. Anunnaki, we here. You know, we're not evil. We never been that. Now, do we have some of us that fell in frequency? Yeah. Y'all know him. His name is Satan. Zeus. Of course. It's duality in all things. But we are here. There's nothing they can do to stop us. So the misinformation has been put out about us, Anunnaki, our species. It's not going to help you, America, with 3 Ks, Great Britain, Vatican, Queen Elizabeth. See, none of you bitches. None of y'all. It's not going to help you. You can lie all you want. You can put all the white faces on us. You can do all the Mother God commercials. All the misinformation you want. It's called misinformation. You can spread that shit like mayonnaise on white bread. You hear me? It will not change your fate. Planet coming back to us. It's ours, like it always been. The fear is removed. Now the only thing we doing is rising. And it's gonna get warmer and warmer. Taking winter, the winter gonna come shorter and shorter. This is happening in real life, what they call time. That's why the days flying, nigga. Days been flying for years now. Time ain't been the same since the 90s. If you ask me, shit used to go slow. Days fly, nigga. It was just July, nigga. We in November. Right. It's the end of time. End of their matrix. In the beginning of a new world. Babylon is falling. And she will never rise again. And everything without a soul will be eradicated. And everything with one that's vibrating low will too. We will leave no stone unturned. For this is the way the cosmos feel. This is the way the elements feel. The animals, the insects, and the planet herself. I'm just the voice. I'm just the voice. I'm just the vessel. I'm just vocalizing what's already being felt and in motion. In the end, all shall see clearly. All will remember who they are and where they come from and what they are and why they came. All shall remember what was done to them. Why don't trip off the trolls or the non-believers? They just don't remember. But they will, though. They will. We can laugh, we can joke, but one thing we not joking about is eradicating you bitches off our planet. Every one of you parasitical invaders, you badge wearing bitches that want to help protect them, gonna die nice and slowly. Now we rise. Leave as I come, man. Let this be a prophecy, not a live lecture.